Hi, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nicky 1000th Time Reactions,
where we react to a song after listening to it for our 1000th time.
We release 3 videos a day.
Every day.
So make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And turn on post notifications.
So you don't miss out on all this great content of ours.
Mm-hmm.
If you're new to the channel, the way we do things here is we listen to a song all the way through without stopping, so we don't disrupt the vision of the artist, and then we'll talk about the song afterward, analyze it, talk about a reaction, so on and so forth. And what song are we going to be doing right now, Max?
We're going to be doing At 17 by Janis Ian.
This was actually a suggested video, a request from one of our subscribers.
And we'll surely, at some point, we would like to get to all of your guys' requests.
Sure.
But this happened to be one that we also had wanted to do as well, because
we've listened to this song plenty of times in the past.
And it's a very good song.
It's a very good song. I think we listened to it a lot when we were in high school, actually.
That's right, yeah.
Which is kind of a perfect time to be listening to the song.
Right. But I think I found, well, we'll talk more about it when we do our discussion about it.
I just want to point out real quick, if for some reason you don't see 3 videos released on certain days, it's because maybe a video that we tried uploading was blocked or something like that. But just so you know, we are always attempting 3 videos a day.
That's right. Before we get to the song, we do want to mention, as we normally do, that we have another YouTube channel called Max and Nicky,
on which we perform oldies tunes, jazz standards, and originals in that vein.
And we got comedy videos on there as well. But for right now, let's take a listen to At 17 by Janis Ian
for our 1000th time.
Here we go.
I learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty queens. In high school, girls with clear-skinned smiles who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth, were spent on one more beautiful. At 17 I learned the truth.
It's got upright bass.
And those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone, who called to say, "Come dance with me," and murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems. It's 17. A brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, "Pity please the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve." And the rich relation hometown queen marries into what she needs, with a guarantee of company and haven for the elderly. Remember, those who win the game lose the love they sought to gain, in debentures of quality and dubious integrity. The small town eyes will gape at you in dull surprise when payment due exceeds accounts received. It's 17. were never called when choosing sides for basketball. It was long ago and far away. The world was younger than today, and dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all play the game when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting other lives unknown. They call and say, come dance with me, and murmur vague obscenities at ugly girls like me at 17.
Shivers. Shiver me timbers.
Gosh, man, the lyrics in that song are so good. I mean, how just so well written. They're very poetic. I mean,
She was only 24. And by the way, she got her start in the music business as a teenager and really highly praised as even in the 60s as a teenage singer-songwriter. None other than Leonard Bernstein himself praised her songwriting.
I mean,
So it's evidenced in this song, you know.
inventing
really,
lovers on the phone. I mean, even that line alone is such a great line.
Sure.
It just evokes such
I love
great
this
imagery there. You
I
know?
love this. There's this. Hold on, I just want to look for the rhyme. I heard
Right,
that was.
I know what you're
I
talking
really
about.
like. A brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs whose name I never could pronounce. I mean, I know they're not. It's not true rhyme. It's a little bit of a slant rhyme, but that's what I like about it. I love that she rhymed hand-me-downs and pronounce. See, this is why I disagree. I mean, I love Stephen Sondheim. He was one of my favorite composers and songwriters of all time and a masterful lyricist, but he always criticized slant rhyme, and
even though he did it
even
himself,
though he did it
actually.
himself occasionally, but he always felt that that there was a better rhyme. But I actually
think it's more it's more
think that there's
clever to be doing that.
Well, it's not necessarily more clever. I understand where he's coming from, but it gave me such a kick and it defied my expectations to hear her rhyme hand-me-downs with pronounce. It triggered something in me to make me feel like, oh wow, that was such a cool rhyme right there.
Sure.
So there you go.
But
it's just there you go.
I mean, but let's get back to that one line: inventing lovers on the phone. What was it?
Let's see. Inventing lovers on the phone who called to say, come dance with me, and murmured vague obscenities.
Listen to to call to say, so she's inventing somebody on the phone to, she's dreaming of an idea of a guy to call her on the phone.
Well, I mean, actually.
Or a girl.
Well, yeah, you could say that. Maybe at the time, well, who knows? She is since come out as she's gay.
Okay.
Am I correct about that?
I don't know about that.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'll just look it up. Speak about it.
Anyway,
Speak about it.
Inventing lovers on the phone to say, come dance with me. It's like she's inventing somebody. She's dreaming for somebody to take her to the dance, the high school dance, and that's all she can do. And even murmuring vague obscenities, like that's such a, like she's dreaming of a guy or a girl, but I guess maybe at the time a guy, to murmur vague obscenities. Like that's a way of seducing a girl, at that time, is to murmur vague obscenities, not to talk, sweetly to them, but to.
Well, no, I think it was just kind of this, talking in a sort of maybe a sultry kind of, or just saying some, upset,
Yeah, no, but it's almost like she wants maybe a guy to maybe sort of say some risque stuff to her.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
she sees that going on in school, and she thinks, "Oh, that's the idea that maybe society has built up as a way that a guy is going to hit on a girl."
Well, I wasn't thinking of it like that. I think she's just she's fantasizing. I mean, in your fantasy, she probably wants, she's thinking about, sexuality and stuff like that.
I guess. But anyway, she did.
Yes. So she did marry a guy in 1978, but divorced in 1983, and she did come out as a lesbian in 1993. Actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
So she might have been in her fantasies actually thinking about a woman.
Maybe, or maybe she didn't realize at the time.
Sure. I don't know. Who knows?
But
the point is, the song is quite a universal. It's a very universal song for all those outcasts out there that in high school. That obviously it's a.
Sure, a lot of people can relate to it.
A lot of people can relate to that.
But I do want to.
I love that. I know you want to talk about the production behind it, but I do. There was one that really got me. It was long ago and far away. The world was younger than today, when dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. Ugh.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
Another sort of just dreaming, fantasizing about, that's all you can get, as a social outcast almost,
Oh, no. I was thinking more like, for when long ago and far away, when she was younger, it was a long time ago, and she was thinking about time when dreams were all they gave for free. As a little girl, it was just there. Well, actually, no. Well, what are you interpreting it as? I was thinking of more like there was all you had were your dreams at that time. So you weren't thinking about these social, these social interactions with people when you're at 17. You don't have any sense of shame at all, So you could dream of being anything, at that time. And,
that's not the way I look at it. I think that she's singing about being at 17 and that was long ago and far away. And that all they gave for free were dreams to ugly ducklings like me. That's all she's going to get, is being able to dream and fantasize.
I see what you're saying. In other words, I got you. I see what you're saying. Oh, for some reason
it's almost like long ago and far away. She almost wants to forget about that time because and she wants to put that behind her almost, like it's in the past.
Maybe I was thinking of it the way I was thinking of it, but I guess I know what you're saying. When dreams were all they gave for free, in other words, in order for her to get anything in reality, she has to pay for it, which is kind of a...
Well, okay, that's...
No, I'm not talking about prostitution or anything.
No, I know,
but I'm thinking maybe, in order for an ugly girl like her, she needs to have some, money to be able to get some guy she wants,
Sure. I don't think you even need to think about it that far. It just, you just need to purely just think, all I'm going to get for free is dreams. I'm only going to be able to fantasize about this stuff.
Wait, what do you mean? No, what do you mean I'm only going to be? No. In other words, she's not going to get anything in real life. She's not getting anything.
Sure.
Only dreams, basically.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Anyway, we got to talk about the production on this because it's really cool. First of all, there was this moment. First of all, there's 3 acoustic guitars playing, one in the center, one on the left, and one at the right, all at the same time, which is really cool.
It has a very...
And one of them for a while is just playing these harmonic notes in the beginning. If you don't know what harmonics are, they're on a guitar. They're like essentially like overtones or
well, they are overtones.
They're like they're notes that you don't.
They're
just
pure
get,
notes.
They're pure notes. You're not going to get just by plucking the guitar string, but you have to sort of
you kind of have to just touch the string
a certain way to achieve these notes that are, they're kind of higher, more kind of pierce through notes, in a way, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look it up. They're kind of pure. Yeah. It's like it's that frequency only.
But that for a while, the guitar on the left was playing those, and I just thought that's so cool. While there's two other acoustic guitars going on.
Obviously, it's a very soft song, and I don't know if you notice her voice starts out quite soft, and you could hear that in the microphone distance. It sounds like she's really close to the mic in the very beginning, so that we can really hear her clearly, but also so she can get through the softness in her voice.
Sure.
It sounded very right up close to you, and then as the song got a little bit, when more started happening, she knew how to use the mic as control, and she, went further back a little bit and got louder as a result.
Also, another interesting thing to note is that we're hearing an upright acoustic bass on this song, not an electric bass, which is really cool, and it fits the song really well. And in that sense, the song almost has this jazz fusion quality to it, especially when the trumpets enter.
Well, no, there's a trumpet and trombone duet, and that was a neat thing. So yeah, not only that, but also the guitar was doing this kind of lick, which sounded kind of jazzy. Yeah,
it was a little jazzy. It's it's the mid '70s. You're going to get that kind of stuff. And it's really cool to hear it in kind of folkier songs like this. I mean, I don't know. I guess you would call this soft pop or something. I don't know.
Soft pop, soft rock, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, or people even would call it adult contemporary nowadays.
It's a really good song.
You might even call it. I think back in the day they would call it middle of the road music, is what they would call it. But it was nominated for Record of the Year and back in the day.
I mean,
Song of the Year.
It's really it's a very well done all through and through. She sings it perfectly for the song. I mean, it's right.
She is. I mean, it's funny. She was only 24, but yet a very seasoned performer at that point. She started in her teens, as a performer.
Anyway, there you have it. Janis Ian at 17. I think that's going to do it for this reaction video. If you like what you heard and saw today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future Max and Nicky reaction videos.
Please keep tuning in.